everybody. We're not here to listen to me. It was a pretty good intro. You have to give me that, at least some credit. Please, please, please. I hope that you're doing very well this evening. Very, very well. Have some things to talk about, personal and also regards Yo Mama, Girl World. Mix of both. You know, when you come to my show, I always have a nice mix, a blend, a blend. So, where do you want me to start? I'll be reviewing Yo Mama show, which was very good. I have so many points to also say, which he brought up, and I can add my 2 cents to them. He brought up very good points, garlic bread especially. But I was so disappointed, guys. I want to cry that he didn't mention. He said that he only said Jessica Mess. Once again, Yo Mama, fuck you. This is how I'm gonna start my stream. Yo Mama, fuck you. Why are you giving all the credit to Jessica Messica? I wrote poetry to this garlic bread. You didn't even mention me about my poetry. Only you mentioned Jessica Messica. I'm so tired of it. I'm over it. Can you just stop with this Jessica Messica mania? Because you went against her and I did not go against her. And now you're licking her asshole again. And I made such great poetry to insult garlic bread and you gave me no recognition and no credit. Shame on me. Shame on me. But I'm going to cover his stream. But for now, for the beginning, I have nothing in the background. I see. It's very dull. I did not even put myself. Should I put myself is the question. Hey, Frosty. I know I'm also bored, but I'm actually not bored. I'm bored at home. Look, I will show you my face. Why not? I wonder why other people that make Sims don't show their face. So you're making Sims and everything, but you cannot show your face anymore, when before you were like, I like to show myself on the camera. I like to show myself on the camera. Yeah, I will tell you one thing, Frosty. So it went like this today, kind of like that. This person, I told you, I was not lying to you, that I am on the website or community of Trivoli. I showed it to you. You can check it out. You can find it out. I am in the community. My name, my picture. I don't have why to hide because I don't have from who to hide. Who am I hiding from in this world? Nobody. I can do whatever I want. Good for me. And so I put myself there, and then I got a lot of messages. In total, now I have already 300 messages. And there was one message specifically that stood out to me. It was in English. Somebody that wrote me in English, and they wrote me in English, and they said that their father is from Brazil and their mother is from Philippines, and they have lived in Austria for 20 years. So probably the parents brought him here when he was young. Okay. Me. Now, I have met so many people that catfish. I don't have to talk to you and educate you about catfishing because that would be the last thing that you people on the internet, you know much more than me. Me didn't teach you about catfishing. So I thought, in my brain, it was like, this is a catfish. This has to be a catfish. You go on such a website and you contact women, and then you're like, even being so open, I'm Brazilian and then, but he didn't write about his job, just about his nationality. So I was like, okay, fine. Let's see what this guy is all about. In my profile, keep in mind, Steve, my husband, knows everything. I hope that Steve, I hope you're watching. I asked you to watch, and you said, look at my husband. You know what he sent me today? A poetry. Steve, what was this poetry all about? Please explain this poetry to me. My husband sent me a poetry, and it's really cute, but it's also a little bit not. Listen. Everybody's now like, hey, Nadine. Hey, Scrappy. I'm so happy to see you. Okay, listen to the poem. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? To Unlimited. Okay, that was just. No limit in the sky. No limit. Okay, I had my little thrill. let's get to the poetry from my husband. My husband wrote me. It's not that he wrote this, he just took it from somewhere else. But listen, what is the message that he. Steve, my husband, what the message do you want to send me with this poetry? Healing is so hard because it's a constant battle between your inner child who's scared and just wants safety. True. Next, your inner teenager who's angry and just wants justice. Okay? And your adult self who is tired and just wants peace. Be gentle with yourself. I say no, Steve. I say wake up. You're being a pussy bitch. And I tell you this, and you can. I hope you hear me, Steve. You're being a pussy bitch. What is this? You're telling me you taught me. You said don't live in the past. So what is this? I'm not a child. So why are you talking about me being a child or you being a child? We're not teenagers for long. You're far more longer not a teenager than me. So what are you talking about? This patheticness is this patheticness is just cringe. Blech. This patheticness is cringe, Steve. It is what it is. I don't like it. It doesn't make me, doesn't get me going. Let's put it like that. In neither way, not sexually, not in life, nothing. It is just patheticness. Patheticness. So let's talk about the man that I met today that was not pathetic. And I can talk about it. I told Steve, I don't care. This is a poem. Is this a poem? It is a poem. Okay, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, this is my life. So, let us get to the point that I want to get at that is not where I'm upset with my husband writing me poetry that is childish. Steve, your poetry is really childish and pathetic. You know it very well. You know me, I'm your wife, and I will never lie to you because that's why we're married. Because, well, kind of you lied to me a little bit, you know, but just forget that. I never lied to you. But this patheticness is out of control. Out of control, my friend. I'm a child, inner child, looking for safety, teenager that is not understood. Dude, man, you're 60 years old. You know 60 years old? Steve, 60. 60, yeah. Put it together. For fuck's sakes, man. It's not a great poem, no, it's not. But my husband, yeah, it's crazy. He's just insane. My roommate is even more insane because when I came home and I said that I'm going live, my roommate told me, go to sleep. And I said to my roommate, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean go to sleep? And he didn't know what to say because that's usually what he would say probably to his wife. It just came out, like reflex. You know what the reflex is? Reflex. And it came out of reflex. Go to sleep. You're pissing me off. You're ridiculous because I don't approve and I don't understand what you're doing with your life. And it came out, and then he was like, yeah, sorry, like he fixed himself up, so I can't have to give him that. Hey, I'm so glad. Hey, Mary Higgs. Look at, I'm getting fat again, but I didn't eat today, so I really didn't eat today. I'm hungry. Hungry, guys. Nobody invited me for anything. But I was invited for a nice drink, so like it was not meant to be a dinner, and I don't go, honestly, I don't go for dinners because I don't like to eat in front of people. because I have a certain kind of inhibition. And I can have sex in front of people, no problem. No, but to eat in front of people, I cannot because my father, made me messed up with that. Like, are you sure that you need to eat this? He always used to look at, are you sure that you still need to eat? And I was a kid, a kid does not think. The kid thinks that, oh my God, I'm doing something wrong by eating. And then you realize, why am I doing wrong? Ah, my father doesn't want me to be overweight. And then it gets to your mind. It is what it is. I don't want to trauma dump here. I'm not allowed on YouTube. But I'm so glad that Jessica Messick is around again. And why? Because people are like, other people, they cannot understand friendship or relationship. Me and Jessica Messick, we don't have a friendship. You know what we have? Mutual respect. Because in the end of the day, in girl world, nobody got any friendships going on. That's true. It's all out of interest. There is really hardly any true friendships that are existing in girl world. It is just respect. You're lucky when you get somebody's respect, like I got Jessica Messica's and she mine, and we respect each other. But like a true friendship, people bullshit you. I don't want to give some Azria. You fucking Azria. You fucking bitch. You're so pathetic. Do you really not have Azria? Do you really not have a life? Do you really have literally no life? Are you so ugly at your age 43, 44? Well, how old are you? Are you so fucking ugly that you have no life? That this is all your life on YouTube? Let's make what jean color to put. What eye color to put. It's so funny. This is so funny. I cannot believe it. Are you stupid, all of you? Are you fucked in the head? Like, seriously. I have not seen such stupid people in a long, long time. It is really, for me, remarkable. I am also fucked in the head, and I'm also not pretty anymore, and whatever. I'm not anybody special. Let's put it like that. But these people are so screwed in the head that it's amazing for me. And that other people don't see it and put it together is even more amazing for me. It's so obvious. It is so literally obvious that it's so stupid. I have no life. I just waste my time on talking about Sims and talking about nothing. And you think people don't see? You think people don't put it together and notice what's going on? You stupid, stupid woman, Azria. You're so stupid. I'm not gonna spit. But you would deserve it because you're so stupid. You deserve a big spit on your fucking forehead. Your mother would agree with me. Your mother would be like, "Yeah, man, I gave her life, and look at her. She's such a fucking stupid woman at her age. Shame on, shame, shame." You think what you're doing is comedy, entertaining? You think you're an entertainer? You're a slug. You're a leech, a parasite, a cow. You're a reactor cow. I have now made the new word. There exists reactor cows. Reactor cows. Rampage is no reactor cow. Milky, reactor cow. Azria, reactor cow. Me, 50% reactor cow. 50% I give it myself at least the honest truth. It's not looking very good for me. I have to do more exercise tomorrow. It's good that I did not eat today. Hey, Randall Fishy. Hey, Eggy Toast. Why are you feeling sick? What's going on, Eggy Toast? Eggy Toast, what's happening with you right now? Eggy Toast, do you see how handsome the guy was that I met? Let me talk about this. Are you ready to talk about it or not yet? I want you all to be here and let's talk about it. Okay, so let's go for it. Wait, I have to take also a sip of drink because this is a very big moment. Let me start the story right. Everybody, please also, let's start the story right. Take a moment, 5 seconds. Okay, so let's go. The story is following. Me, I've signed up to this random fish. Can you please keep everybody on track? Random fish, you know how to keep people on track. Eggy toast, don't really know, but random fish, I trust you. It's enough. If Anita would be here, I would say also to her, but Anita, I presume maybe she's busy today. Doesn't matter. Random fish, take control. Okay, so what happened is following. Me today, I was meant to meet my friend Bernie. Why? Because Bernie and me, we are working together. He is making, the construction, and I go there, and I just look through all of the documents that are there while they're there because nobody's there, and I can see where people are buying what and the prices. Like it is what it's a little bit detective work, might you say? But I'm doing, I'm doing it for the right purpose. I'm doing the detective work in order to make my work happen. I'm doing my best efforts, guys. I'm not just sitting around. I really am doing my best with the utilities I have. And Bernie's my friend, and why for him not to help me with that kind of shit, And we can hang out and have a beer and laugh, and I take the information down and I can work with it. It is what it is, guys. Everybody gotta get somewhere. Okay. So I was meant to meet Bernie, and Bernie canceled on me. He didn't cancel, he just didn't show up. I was like, what the fuck? Like Azia, what the fuck? What the fuck? So ugly she says it. It's so annoying. She's annoying. Anyhow, 11. So I was like, okay. He didn't show up, and I had from the website I showed you the other day. I'm sorry that I'm hiccuping. I didn't drink a lot. I drank 3 glasses of wine. Yeah, I drank, but not a big, small. Anyhow, and that was a long time ago. Point of the matter is that Bernie didn't show up, and then I said, okay, cancel this. And then I had this guy that I know from the website, not website, from the community, messaging, like Discord, whatever you call it, Frivoli, from that, club that we know, the funky club. And he wrote me there, and he was the only one that wrote me in English. So I replied, and I actually gave him my phone number. I said, okay, like it's no point, because I saw when people reply to me in English and I can sense that they're educated, then I don't mind giving my phone number. If I don't like them, I can block them easy peasy. But I just won't give my phone number just to anybody random. But to this guy, I gave my phone number, and he wrote me, and he was like, let's meet. And he was so desperate, and all of these people I have in total, do you want me to show you? I have 300 messages right now on this free body page. 300, guys. I'm like, dude, so many people want to meet me. Like, what is there special about you, Nana? Then I knew that he's international and everything, and he was so insisting, please, let's meet today. And that was weird for me. And I had, my meeting with Bernie, to go over some work and shit like that. So I went to meet Bernie, and then Bernie, didn't show up. Who knows what happened to him? Me personally, I think that the guy got trashed and already drunk because he finished his work at 5, and I was there at 6:30, so he had 1.5 hours, and in 1.5 hours the guy can get drunk easy peasy. I think he got trashed and probably collapsed somewhere. We're gonna hear tomorrow. I will tell you tomorrow what happened to Bernie. No worries, I will update you. So he just disappeared, and I was like, okay, fine, doesn't matter, you're busy, don't stress. And I went and made the schedule with this guy. I'm like, okay, I can meet you. I'm in the city because I was in the city. I'm like, let's meet. And he's like, let's meet at this Meridian Hotel. And I know the Meridian Hotel. Why? Because I slept there. I stayed there. It was, what was it? It was what it was. Do I have to explain to you? No. Is it awkward? Yes. So don't make it more awkward. We're family here and we're friends. It was what it was. I was not paid for it, but yeah, I went to party. I went to why not in the Le Meridien and then leave me alone. Judge me if you want. I don't give a shit. I wasn't paid. I just did it. How to say? I was with the right company. It was not about anything paid. I had my own money back then. Boom! I could throw it out left and right, left and right, left and right. It was not money thing. It was a thing about just being kind of crazy. It was a good kind of crazy. Anyhow, so Le Meridien. So I had some memories, and I'm like, okay, fine, let's meet there. And I was not thinking, he's like, he told me that he's a lawyer. Honestly, what I was thinking, that he is catfishing. Do you know what is catfishing? Hey, I like groceries. You're my best friends, guys. Frosty, Random, Eggy, Craig, Angelo, Anita. Angelo and Craig have trouble because of the time difference, but I miss Craig. Craig, I love you. If you hear this, just so you know, and I saw that you wrote, we met each other in Jessica Messica chat. Anyhow, the point what I was making is that I forgot. No, I will remember. Website, Springer Club, writing me not trusting him, me thinking that he's catfishing me, and in the end, I was catfishing him. I'm telling you guys, I really thought the guys were pushing because I met not so many, but I met several people, like, and I have the feeling. And then they're all fake. They're all, fake people. So I thought this is another fake one. I never thought anything. And I wrote him back, I'm like, how old are you? And the guy, he wrote me back 38. And I told him back, in my profile picture says I don't want to meet anyone that is younger than me, my age and above. He's like, yeah, but I thought that you would make an excuse, with 2 years. I'm like, okay. But the thing is that I was meant to meet Bernie for work. So when I meet Bernie, I don't put on makeup and I do my hair. I kind of look like shit because we're working. Bernie's my friend. And so I went to meet Bernie. So I appeared to that meeting, whatever you call it, it was a date in the end. It was a fucking date. He took me to the Meridian, Blanche. It was a fucking date, that's for sure. But I didn't consider it. I thought we were just meeting. I even told him we can meet. Honestly, I can show you the message. I told him because I didn't want to, be impolite. I said we can meet at the sausage stand. We can meet at the sausage. You know a sausage stand. Now you're already with me in Vienna. You already know sausage stand. We can meet at the sausage stand and just, drink a spritzer or a juice and have a sausage. And it's me. I'm pretty cool, guys. In the end of the day, I've become pretty cool in the end. I'm not anymore. And he was like, no, no, let's meet in the Le Meridien. And I was like, man, I have no idea what was going on with this dude. I was not expecting anything, and all of a sudden, fuck, man, let's listen. Now is the story starting. Are you ready for this? Hyla groceries, random fish. Are you ready? Now is the story starting. So I'm sitting. I'm very tired. I'm pissed off that Bernie did not show up. And I'm like, fuck, I left the house and the weather is shit. And I left the house and whatever. Now let's meet this guy quickly. Let's get this over with, because I know it's going to be a waste of my time. So let's do it fast, so I don't have to write messages and feel guilty. And all of a sudden, this guy shows up. And when I saw the guy, I swear to God, guys, I was like, fuck, I want the earth to just swallow me up. I am so ashamed of myself right now. I want just the floor to just swallow and hide me. I want to hide. I want to hide. I feel so ugly. I don't like, I was like, this was not a catfish. I was pretty, let's put, I was 100% that this is a catfish. but it was completely not 100%. It was the opposite. Not the. And then comes this young guy, dressed in such a nice navy blue suit, quality suit, and shoes and everything. And I was just like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, okay, like I thought to myself, treat it as it is, and I did. I was very, but I told him, I told him, let's put it like that. I told him at the very beginning, hey, I really thought that you're a catfish and I'm not arranged. And yeah, I feel like shit, but good for you. You look good. I don't. I didn't think that you're real. And then he just laughed and everything. And inside, Rhino Fish, listen to this. This is very important information. And then inside, when we were inside, I felt really ridiculous, like whatever. I just made myself a fool, just because my ignorance, because I judged too quick, I made myself a fool. And when we were inside, he told me, like, I'm like, how old are you again? And because we were thinking about, the thing is that it didn't make sense. And he lied to me. The guy's not even 40. No, he said 38. He's like, I'm younger than you. I'm 38. He's 35. He's 35. And he has been married for 10 years and divorced recently. So he married at the age 24, 25 and divorced. No children. And he's a lawyer. He looks amazing, I'm like, what luck just hit me? Why would this is I'm like, this is too good to be true. And my husband Steve is like, yeah, this is why he went home. He can be our friend. I'm like, yeah. I think Steve is a little bit polygamous. And it doesn't surprise me because Ohio is very polygamous kind of, like mentality. I wouldn't mind to bring, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Why not? But anyhow, the guy starts asking me some questions. And I'm talking to you guys. The guy's 35 years old. And I don't want to be ignorant, but 35, I guess 35 can be smart. I'm ignorant. But still, he put some questions to me that I did not expect. And this is how he started. He said, we were sitting talking, chitty chatty and all that. And then he said to me, hey, Erin, another. And then he said to me, uh, let's play a game. Oh my God, when he said that already, like I was tingling inside in every part. When he said to me, such a young, handsome man in the suit after work, to tell me, old hag me, in the Meridian, when he's inviting me to say, and all the people are greeting him like people used to greet me once upon a time. And they're greeting him, and he says to me, let's play a game. I was like, fuck, this is not possible. This is just too amazing. It really. And I said, yes, okay, let's play. And he said, I will ask you a question and you ask me one back. And we play like that back and forth. I said, okay, let's go for it. What do you think he asked me? Yes, also something. He asked me several questions. First question was, what do you fear the most? And my answer to what do I fear the most was, I fear to be alone and old. To be alone and to be old and alone. Not the same shit. Alone, old, alone. I said that's my biggest fear, and it really is, guys. It is. I don't want to be alone. I hate loneliness. I really do hate loneliness. That's a fact. And then he asked me the next thing. He asked me, what is one of my biggest regrets in my life? Such questions like that. And we were drinking. It's not like we're just sipping, He's like, another round, another round. He was drinking as well. And young, I loved it, guys. Wow, what a energy. What an energy, man. And then he asked me, what what do you regret the most? And I said I regret the most the opportunities that I missed. If I had the knowledge that I had today and I could apply it back in the days when I was 25, 30, at least 10 years ago, I would have a better life right now. So that's what I regret, that I didn't have the knowledge that I have now back then. And he said that's a very good answer. He liked it. And then he asked me as well, what body part of mine do I like the most? And I said, my smile. I like my smile the most because it's genuine. I don't have a nice nose. I don't have nice eyes or nice breasts. They were, I said, once upon a time my breasts were nice, but not anymore. This age. But if I have to pick something from everything of mine, then I pick my smile. I like my smile because I think it's nice. I think it's a friendly smile. It's warm. And I never fake smile, really, if you think about it. I can if I want to, but I don't. I don't fake anything. Not even order. And I said my feet also. Random fishy, I said my feet also. I said my feet. I said my smile and then after my feet. If you want to actually know, I said my feet. I said also my feet. Hello, how are you today? Yeah, I said my feet because I took care of my feet, guys, and I was a foot model. I don't understand why you don't understand. I was a foot model. I have evidence, but not on the computer. I have to go ask in Romania, my friends. I was a foot model, not for many, but for two pairs of shoes. If they're still somewhere in some archive, for sure they are. So, and then after that, what else was the question he asked me? He asked me this also. If I would recommend him with my maturity and my years of experience and wisdom, what would I recommend him to not miss out on in life? What to do to not miss out on. And I understood, honestly, I understood that he really is wanting a threesome. He's really, like he did not have many experiences in life. From good family, studied, career, and not marriage, how it should be. And then now 38, experiencing, his success. He's now just feeling it and being able to do with it something. And I told him, do whatever comes through your mind. Never hesitate. Never hesitate, even if it's crazy. But if it goes through your mind and you want to do it, do it. Because if you don't do it, you're going to regret it. And in the end of the day, you don't have to give accountability to nobody but yourself. And if you believe in God, that is, if you believe in God. But you have to give no accountability to your actions. Just do the things you want to do in life. Don't think twice. That was my advice to him regards to that question. And then the question I asked him, I don't even know. My questions sucked. I asked like things like, "Do you like anal sex?" I was shocked. I was like, I didn't have nothing prepared, and I was looking like shit. I was like, I don't know what to say. Thank you that you said a genuine smile. I didn't know what to say, but amazing. So tomorrow I'm gonna be meeting. I have another meeting tomorrow with somebody else also. Do you want me to? I cannot show, but I can show it a little bit. Or I have to watch out. Let's see. Tomorrow meeting also, a very nice guy. My husband knows everything, just so you know. Don't worry. My husband motivates me to do this. He doesn't mind because he knows that he's old and he wants me to be his family, but he doesn't want me to run away from him, but he doesn't want me to miss out on life either, and that is fair trade. Where is this guy? my questions. What questions did I have? I didn't have great questions. My add to the anal one was that he had it, yeah, but it didn't suit him. He doesn't care for it very much, and that's a good answer. But he did tell me that he had a woman that was very insisting on this, and I said, yeah, I know there are women that they really like it and they insist on it. Me personally, have I met a woman like that? No. But I do know a friend of mine that his wife or ex-wife was like this. So he would not lie to me. Because I said, are there really women that like it? And he's like, yeah, my ex-wife or my wife back then is like insisting on it. And I'm like, that cannot be possible. It's just painful. But people are different. This is the point at the end of the day. People are different. Who did I want to show you on Facebook? Somebody. Ah, that one. Yeah. But I have to watch out. Is this now? Hold on, let me check first. No, it's not. Wait, I have to check that you cannot see everything. Because I don't want to dox anyone. This is person I'm meeting tomorrow. Okay, you can see this picture. This is him with his ex-wife, so I already know some personal information. Don't you think a nice person? Let's see tomorrow. This is tomorrow. Today we had this meeting, tomorrow this meeting, and I have also some other things in between. I don't understand how these people, like can just stream. I guess I can understand because why I also was doing nothing. But to stream 10 hours and to be proud of it is very sad. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. Azria, I know who you are. How can you stream so many hours and to feel proud about it? You're basically saying and admitting to everybody that you're a low life. You're not admitting anything else because it's not cool to stream so many hours about Girl World. You know that yourself, right, Azria? You're not dumb. You're stupid. I know you're stupid, but you're not that stupid. You know the reality. To stream so many hours is not cool, man. It's just really messed up. It's like, and about what are you streaming? Oh, the color is so nice of the hair. Let me call you. Let's talk about the color. No, you should make the house. Are you stupid? Like, how fucking stupid can people get? How low life can they get? But in the end, I don't mind. I just love watching them. Honestly, I love watching your patheticness. Keep up the views. Maybe you're in garlic bread. You can become friends. Patheticness, suits each other very well. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You and garlic bread and breezy, maybe you can have a threesome that I wished for, but I never got the chance to have. Maybe you have the chance to have what I never had the chance of having. Yeah, she streamed, of course, the other day or whatever. Many hours and then. But anyways, let's go to React because now I talked about my experience and already for almost 1 hour about your mama and his little bit.
Bad. Put that shit in the disclaimer. $1,000 cameo with no green screen. Yeah.
Foodie Beauty made her cameos more expensive instead of 100 more. I don't know who would pay for them, but in the end, do I understand her and can relate? I cannot relate, but do I understand her? Yeah. I know there's some people that have money out there that are her fans, and she's just probably basing all of this on them, and maybe they'll help her. I hope so.
They
But
mad.
see, all the reactors are suffering.
And what they don't understand is, this whole time when people try to let them know, like, your content, you don't have no content
Asil's
without
gonna
this
have to
woman.
get.
They still trying to tell the world that they
Asil's gonna
don't
have to get
need Foodie
Bridget's
Beauty.
permission.
But
Yeah,
yet
I
they
wouldn't
keep
be
Foodie Beauty in their
surprised.
titles. They keep Foodie Beauty in their thumbnails. And now them sorry ass channels are doing retro reacts. Damn. What happened to not needing her? You gonna re-react to something you already reacted to? That's crazy work. I mean, that's just laziness. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Raise that shit up to $1,000. Really get those trolls really mad and say, listen, no green screen. But anyway, that's not why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're here today because the desperation and the man who quit his whole job to be a Foodie Beauty reaction channel has absolutely gotten so desperate with his content. It's actually pathetic. I mean, here is Garlic Bread yesterday. Now, I told you guys, and he keeps on showing the world that I'm right, and I'm completely right, when I said that the only reason why he does videos every day with Foodie Beauty in the title and Foodie Beauty videos is to stay in the algorithm of YouTube. That's why he has to do a video. He has to do a video. He cannot take a day or 3 days off. No, absolutely not. Because he has to stay in that search box, that search engine. When you type in Foodie.
Hello, if anybody hears me or your mom, you hear me, I cannot be a hypocrite and now be upset. Oh, you didn't mention my poem about him because I asked you not to mention me. So, I cannot have it both ways. It is what it is. I agree. But I know that you saw my poem, Yo Mama, and I know that you're very proud of me. And that's all I got to say about that matter.
Beauty's name, he has to be top 3. And in order to stay like that, it's not because your content is great or you providing good information. No, you just got to continuously do Foodie Beauty videos. That's how it works with YouTube, especially if you just do videos and not lives, right? And short ones, YouTube loves shorts, okay? So that's what he is doing. He is staying in the eye. Because look at how bad this is. Look at how bad this is right here. Hey, watch this. Roll it.
Guys, welcome back. Commentary for you. So, I am personally surprised Chantel's not responded to any comments. I'm gonna let you see a few of them while I go through this. And honestly, these are beezers. These are people just asking, hey, can you take a second to heart a comment? Let me know you're okay. There's concerns that she's been gone for so long. There's concerns that the area and the world that she was most recently living is going through a lot of turmoil. There's people that care, right? That's what this boils down to. People.
You did a video, a 3-minute video to let Foodie Beauty know that there's people that care. You went down her community tab and read comments that was made 2-3 days prior. And then you sat there, screenshotted them and said, Foodie Beauty, people just want you to heart their comment. They just care. They want to know that you're there. No, sir. You want to know that she's there. Look at you. Why do you care? You remember, she's a cat abuser. Remember, she's the worst person on this planet. She's evil, bad behavior. You wanted her off the internet. But now you're sitting there and you're saying, well, the people that watch you, Foodie Beauty, they're worried. My God. The desperation. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't quit your job to be a full-time YouTuber. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, because especially if your content is this bad, when your content relies on one person, this is what you got.
People care about her. They are emotionally invested, and they would appreciate a response that they are not getting. Now, why is this important? Well, for one, personally, I think Chantal is back in Canada, and I would hope, based on, again, that global climate that she is, if she is in Canada, and she really doesn't have a lot of bills to worry about. She's likely living with her parents, mother, where she's not able to stream or go online.
Yeah.
Likely they're going to take care of just getting her food.
Does
she really care about going online and making a larger source of income when it's not needed? She doesn't have rent. She doesn't have the Tigo to pay for.
One more.
Now, the other side of that is,
I want to interrupt this. We can go back to it, of course, because there's nothing else I can cover, basically. But I do want to put the video of my friend Hazelnut Vanilla Frappuccino. Everybody, please go give a like immediately, because that's the right thing to do. It's about Queen Now, featuring Foodie Beauty. I didn't see before. It's 5 days, but I didn't see it.
Disgrace, picking his black heads all over the place.
Disgrace. This is, you see,
Yeah.
that also now can also make poetry. I knew that me and her, we have the same kind of roots and connection. Did you hear the poetry just comes out of her mouth? Check it out.
Putting alcohol on his face, big disgrace, picking his black heads all over the place.
Yeah. I'm back with one more affirmation. This one is all about keeping yourself protected, keeping yourself grounded, and reminding yourself of who you are. Let's get it. Yeah. I'm protected from my head to my toes. Divinely guided, baby, everybody knows. The hand that does the evil deed be exposed. If I get a bad vibe, you gotta go.
Wow, chug that. Oh my god.
Divinely guided, baby, everybody knows. The hand that does the evil deed be exposed. If I get a bad vibe, you gotta go. I'm protected from them bad vibes. From all the boys with the sad eyes. I call them friends, but they landmines. They was always gonna make me the bad guy, huh? Y'all giving off bad vibes. Y'all giving off bad vibes. Y'all giving off bad vibes. Stay protected. I keep being evil eyes. Now you know you get that feeling in your gut, like something about to happen and your throat closes shut. You know you gotta move, but your feet feel stuck. Yeah, something feeling wrong, but you don't know what. Listen up, that feeling you should trust. Now you know the truth, and that feeling of disgust. Don't let it break you down, baby girl. You adjust, and you know you live in love while they all stuck in lust. Know what, huh? Bad vibes. You see them boys with the sad eyes. You call them friends, but they landmines. They was always gonna make you the bad guy, huh? Y'all giving off bad vibes. Y'all giving off bad vibes. Y'all giving off bad vibes. Stay protected. I keep seeing evil eyes. Say I don't fuck with bad.
I agree that all the people have given now nothing but bad vibes. Nobody has given her any fucking good vibe ever, except for me. She didn't appreciate.
Say it with me. I ain't scared to cut ties. Yeah. I don't fuck with bad vibes. Right. I ain't scared to cut ties. Again. I don't fuck with bad vibes. Louder. I ain't scared to cut ties. Feel it. I don't fuck with bad vibes. Right. I ain't scared to cut ties. And so it is. Yeah. You are divinely protected, babe. Never forget it. Say the affirmation with me. I'm protected from my head to my toes. Yeah. Divinely guided, baby. Everybody
Nice
And I love hazelnut.
One more time.
my toes. Yeah. Divinely guided, baby. Everybody knows.
And I love hazelnut.
Yeah, we love you, hazelnut. You're also just a nut, just like that. Okay, let's continue with your mama, where I can comment, give some commentary.
There's been general thought
40 grand?
process that Salah gets the income from YouTube. So what?
So basically, you're just going on conspiracy theories. You're going on and then today, of course, I told you he cannot go a day without making a video. So today he makes another video. This is a video that he made today. Yesterday was that crap, and then today he makes this video. Roll it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. So if you weren't aware, the Legal Mindset is going to be doing a review of Chantal, everything going on apparently in Kuwait. I thought this was originally scheduled for 9 o'clock. I showed up on time, and then I realized it got pushed back 90 minutes. Some of you kind enough to start talking to me in the chat, but I figured I would take this opportunity to just do a quick update since there's a bit of a delay and something interesting.
So you did an update because the guy didn't go live on time? So you decided to go live? You couldn't put this in a community tab? You couldn't put this in a community post? You had to do a 3-minute video? Tell me you desperate without telling me you desperate. And then this part right here. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Not shout out.
Come on, man. This is sad right here. This is where it gets sad. Go ahead.
Everybody, hey, highlight Roshi, shout out, Hazelnut, shout out. We are a team. We are people that are mature. We can laugh at one another, but still care for each other because we are mature and we have elegance, quality, and class.
Chantal, she has went through and removed all of her Kuwait references, if you will, from her followers. So, of course, when Chantal took the persona of this Muslim revert,
I want to write that down and put it, as a little logo. Elegance, quality, and class.
He would obviously follow and support.
Many other people wish they had, but they don't have it because they don't have how to have it. You have to work on that. That has to come with your heritage, with your background, with your experiences. You cannot just have that kind of stuff just because you want to have it from one day to the next. So it's something to be very, very proud of. Right, Random Fishy? I know you get me.
A lot of Kuwaiti restaurants.
What is she, a Kardashian? Look, she stopped following certain things and what? Now the man is so thirsty, he's going down her following list. Who she's following, who she's not following. Tell me you don't have a life without telling me you don't have a life. Who is she, LeBron James? LeBron James stopped following the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you guys go, oh, well, you don't want to be in Cleveland no more. You want to be traded. What? This is not football, dude. This is not basketball. You sitting down there just eyeing.
Tell me you don't have a life and you're not focused on girl world, but then you make 10 hours, and you want to keep on making kindergarten, child play, making girl world creatures or personas. It's you're sick. You're very sick. It's so much time. I get 1 hour, 2 hours, like just to kick it, around, some fun, see if it's good content, whatever, kick it. To be so focused and what you sleep, you wake up and I have to go. The people are so stupid and this is the thing, they hate it that I am a person that sees it and speaks about it, because other people see it as well, but they don't speak about it. That's why I'm so hated in this community, because I speak about shit that I see that is just off.
Her follower list, who she's following and who she unfollowed. What is this? This is desperation at its core.
Nadine.
And y'all try to tell us that y'all not obsessed, that you can do something else, that you don't need foodie. What? Go ahead, talk to us. Tell us more. Go ahead. This is intriguing. Who she is following, who she's not following. Oh,
personalities. Odd that now all of a sudden that seems to be just going away.
Right.
We also, of course, had another large creator cover, Chantal. I don't believe this is going to be the end of that. I think the longer Chantal stays silent, as I mentioned in my last video, the worse it looks. Optics of the situation don't look good. You continue to have Beezers worried about the climate in the Middle East.
Bro, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I didn't think it was going to get this far. I didn't think that the desperation was going to reach this point where you're literally just looking at every person she follows and who she unfollows. The fact that you're just eyeing this on a daily basis, and this is not even information. You're not updating anything. You're going on conspiracy theories like the rest of them. You don't know apps. You don't know what's going on. So you're going by who she's following, who she's not following. Again, she's not she's not this superstar celebrity that people watch, like TMZ and all these other, news outlets that they do. They do the same thing with the Kardashians. Stop following this person, so that means they're not friends. Justin Bieber, stop following that person. That means they're not getting.
Yeah, she's not Justin Bieber. That you're right about that, but she is a little bit of celebrity. You cannot take away the celebrity icon from her. I believe that's my opinion.
Oh, Chris Brown's not
but
following.
She's not Justin Bieber. No shit.
You're doing this with Foodie Beauty now? Do you hear yourself, sir? My God, they're gonna give her a star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood. These people would do that. Foodie Beauty needs one. I mean, I'm just saying, it's crazy. It's crazy. The obsession is wild. Yeah, and even, I think Gaining Ground captured Gordic bread in Toronto. This shit was hilarious. Hold on. Hold on. Gaining Ground captured. Shout outs, go watch Gaining Ground shorts. They're getting better and better every time. But they caught Gordic bread on top of the tower. Gordic bread. You know what? Now I see why Gordic bread contacted me to tell Gaining Ground to stop, because this is out of control. This is out of control. Roll it.
What's going on, guys? Back with some commentary for you. As you can see, I'm standing on top of the CN Tower in Toronto, getting ready to base jump.
Let me tell you that this peanut Gaining Ground is funny, but I don't like him as a person. He's not my kind of person. I would not want to hang out with him, but as an entertainer, he's not bad.
Little known fact, I used to be a stuntman after I worked for NASA, but before I was a Mountie. And I'm here in Toronto because we got word that Chantal has been sighted visiting the Hockey Hall of Fame. This photo was sent to me earlier today. I wasn't around to accept the email, but thankfully the caretaker of my channel who monitors my email did see it and sent it to me immediately via text. So I flew up here
GP, bravo, you did a good job with this one.
Toronto in my
laughing and I like it.
NASA space shuttle to see.
Why does he sound just like Gordon Bread? Like, bro, he sounds just like him.
We can find Chantal. I came up to the top of the CN Tower hoping to get a better view of the entire city to see if I can spot our girl, because I'm still trying to get her home to you. It is my duty to the community. And how are we getting her out of hiding, you ask? Well, I have brought copies of my analytics and we have turned them into paper airplanes and we are shooting them out from the CN Tower all over Toronto, hoping to bring Chantal out. We did head over to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Not the paper airplanes. See, see, let me tell you something. This, Gorlick dickhead, this is content. This is effort. Content. This is content, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Lifting this shit to another level. Not the same old every pause of Kuwait update. Not the laziness that you're used to. But this is great content. It's ragging on you. It's dragging on you. It's not that bullshit AI bullshit that you did with just Jessica Messica. This is real content. Effort, thought, script, great. You wouldn't know great content if it slapped you over the head. You wouldn't know it because you've never done it ever. It's crazy. Great. That was great. He has some other shorts up there. I'm not going to play them all. You guys go watch that for yourself. That shit was epic. And they're just getting better. That was the latest one he did. But they just keep getting better. I'm on top of the tower, guys. My God, that's content. But another thing is, and another troll on Gorlick Bread that happened last night was Jessica Messica. She trolled Gorlick Bread. I know what she was doing right here. Jessica Messica went live yesterday. And she went live in lingerie. Now, if y'all don't know, Gorlick Bread, when he used to, hammer his cock on watching Jessica Messica and be in the chat, Jessica Messica used to wear tight clothes. Sometimes she used to wear some lingerie or whatever. And he used to text her and tell her, you're showing too much. You're don't wear that. That's too tight, And so last night, Jessica Messica came live wearing the lingerie, showing the Gorlick.
Yo, mama, why are you trying to suck up to Jessica Messica? You feel guilty that you did her wrong, no? That you made video and saying what she's doing with now. She was just going at now like everybody else goes at other people. But you decide to make it a topic, and now you have to stop sucking up to her because it's obvious. I'm sure she's flattered, and why not? Jessica, you deserve flattery. Why not? You're a woman, just as any other human being. But you're making yourself look ridiculous because other people can put it together, yo mama. How you're trying not to promote her and all that. Give me a break. Why don't you mention my poem? Why didn't you mention my poem, you piece of shit?
He's missing. I know Gorlick was punching air. When he watched this, he was punching up. He was he wanted to text Jessica Messica so bad. Why are you wearing that? You should only wear that for me.